honest.
Really?
Okay.
I think in the past
Yeah,
what's
I've always
happened
been a
is
bit
that
scared that they'll come in and know better than us.
sorry, go on.
So it's totally
Okay.
unrelated.
So, part 2. We always try and have a guest speaker. You all know Brad, very important person in my life. And if you want to know the powers of these teachings, listen to this. When I got back from Australia, to all intents and purposes, I thought, well, I'm going to just relax. And I was still involved with a lot of stuff through people contacting me on the internet and what have you. About come, I said, get yourself back in the game. I said, nah, I couldn't be bothered trying to sort of work through all, you know, what I've done in the past in sort of America, Thailand and Australia. And I said, what I really need, I need to bump into someone who's like in the same game, but, you know, a bit younger, who, you know, might be able to impart a bit of knowledge to, or, you know, work with them. 2 months later, I'm standing on a TV set next to him. And I said, hello, mate. How you doing?
Alright,
What do you do?
I run a network called 4 Network and a bit of a motivational speaker.
Yeah. Anyway, so I said, oh, funny, I used to be in that job. Boom. And we just got talking, and the next few months, I thought, oh, that's handy, I can give him a bit of knowledge and a bit of this and a bit of that. I knew he was getting a bit freaky, wasn't he?
He was spinning me out. This guy's a fucking nutcase. I actually came to speak. He drove for 90 minutes or 2 hours to come and see me, 2.5 hours or just come and see me for half an hour. I was a busy guy. And he came in there, and I fucking said, just stop a second. What the fuck do you want? He said, I just want to help you. Right? And you don't want any money? No. You're off your fucking head. And I was just like, I couldn't get my head around it. He said, no, I want to help you because I know I can make a difference. I'm thinking, I'm doing alright as it is. Yeah, but I know I can. And actually, the problem you got is that sometimes if you try pushing too much, this is too heavy. It's like me when I met my wife. I never bumped into her in a nightclub. I said, hello, do you want to get a drink? Then we'll go back to my house, have sex. Then what we'll do is in the morning, we'll get married. In about 9 months' time, you'll have a baby. And then in 10 years' time, you'll fucking hate me. Because if I would have said that, she'd have run a mile. So what it happened is he had to dance around the handbag a little bit. And this is what Croz and I had to do. We had to dance around a little bit handbag. But I tell you something, he took me under his wing. And it was funny because in fact, the only person I've ever encountered that can finish my sentences off before I finish my sentence, it was just bizarre. I'm thinking, this guy, it was strange. It was like looking at a mirror of me, albeit wiser and with more hair. Over to you, Bill, sorry.
Yeah, so, as I say, that's what I put out there. That's what I got. Great. Anyway, but,
The universe gives you what you need there.
so be careful what you wish for.
That's because you didn't have
Listen,
to see him.
Brad's going to talk to you now for the next hour and a bit, and Brad.
Good stuff, wonderful, thank you. Okay, people, so what I'm about to share with you now is the last 12, 13 years of business that actually, if I would have known what I'm sharing with you right now, would have changed everything. So if you think about it now, you are better placed in your life to make better decisions based on what? Experience. Right? So totally. Completely better place to make decisions based on experience. So that's why wisdom is often overlooked, because you think you know what you do, but you don't. So I'm going to take you on a journey here, not just my journey, but it's your journey. I want you to think right now. Get your pen and paper, and I'm going to say something, and I want you just to finish this sentence off. Don't even think about what you're about to write, and just write when I finish this sentence off, right? So don't want any hesitation, don't want any fucking about. I just want you to write down this word that comes into your mind now when I finish this sentence off. Do not hesitate, just write. My life needs more, boom. Right. Now, I'm not going to ask anyone to reveal that. I may come back to it later. But that whatever you've written is something that you need more of in your life. So the next question I'm going to ask you, what have you got to do to get that in your life? What have you got to do to get that, what you've just written, in your life? What have you got to do? It's about you. And I want you to think for a second about a sentence that changed everything. Just one sentence that someone has ever said to you, or a passing comment, or something you heard on the radio, or whatever, that has changed everything. Because today you might hear some things that change everything. I'm going to give you a sentence that changed everything for me. 6 years ago, I'm sat in this big posh house that I bought. I'd come from council estates all my life. Never had a pot to piss in, and now living in a house in a village, 5-bedroom house in a village in Somerset, and I'm in this big like farmhouse table, and me and my wife sat up with each other, and we was crying. And my wife said to me, I understand how we got here. And what she should have said is, there's your bags, fuck off. And most normal women would have done that under the circumstances. But she said something brave, something wise. I understand how we got here. Do you understand how you got to where you are in your life today? Because I tell you something, where you are right now is a direct result of your decisions that you made. Stop blaming Clegg and Cameron. Stop blaming the horse meat crisis, or Brexit, or the uncertainty. Fucking stop. Right? When I got locked in the coal shed when I was 5 by my dad, shut up. It's down to your decisions. And your success or failure is going to be defined by your decisions, your good ones and your bad ones. If you want more success, make better decisions. And it's down to you. And once you take personal responsibility for these decisions, and recognise something that is down to you, completely down to you, then you'll understand. See, my story is this. I'm 44 now. And for 31 years of my life, I made bad decisions. Don't get me wrong, in the last 13 years I made some bad ones as well. But prior to that point, I made some really bad decisions. Really bad decisions. And I used to look at people in cars, the BMW, and go, you know, it's alright for them. It's alright for them, eh? In the big posh house. It's alright for them. And so 11 years ago, I decided that I'm going to go and start a business off. And nobody gave me a chance. Like, literally nobody gave me a chance. The bank manager laughed at me. Like, I'm afraid you don't have enough working capital, Mr. Burton. 11 years ago. But go back to what Croz said about that clear mental image. I thought, this is my time now. I threw a switch in my head to say, this is my time. And actually, I was misguided in that belief, that misguided self-belief, because I had no money, I had no working capital, I had no start-up capital, I had fucking none of it. All I had was a daft idea. And that's what you're going to need to start off with. Everything that you're doing and you put in your CMI is a daft idea. And it's only a daft idea if it doesn't work. Right? It's only a daft idea if it doesn't work. Because my wife said to me, oh, not another daft idea, is it? I'd had hundreds of daft ideas before this, and none of them had worked. But that doesn't mean you go, okay, well, I won't bother having any ideas anymore. But that's what happens. We get conditioned because everything that we've done before didn't work. So we stop doing things, we stop doing ideas. And what did I say before? That the ability to make better decisions is based on what? Experience. So the more mistakes that you make in your life, the more experience you earn. How cool is that? So in order for you to get more success in your life, you need to make more decisions. More decisions equals more mistakes. More mistakes equals more success. But what happens is you get so many knocks in your life, you stop trying, you stop pushing yourself, you stop believing. So when I started my business off 11 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever it was, all I had was that, ideas. I'm going to go into this networking space, and I looked at the B&I and the chamber, and it's all fucking old-fashioned, and funny today I'm going to go. Fast forward 11 years, 5,000 networking meetings across the UK. A guy who, let's have it right, looks like a drug dealer, right? I'm not anymore. No drugs are the best. You know, but I was hardly blessed with qualification. I had no money. All I had was this. And this is why you can topple buildings. This is why you can go up against some of the biggest superpowers in the world, because of this, because of belief. And doing it your way. So 9 years ago, and bear in mind, over the course of that 11 years, it wasn't like I went from there to there straight away. No fucking way. It was just like up and down all over the shop. 9 years ago, I said I'm going to go and write a book. And guess what I heard again? You've got no chance. And if I'd have believed that, You'd have been absolutely right. And I went to see a literary agent, someone who's an expert, and I said, I'm going to call a book, I'm going to start a new book, and I'm going to call it Get Off Your Arse, a business book. Oh, Brad, what? You can't call a book Get Off Your Arse? Why not? Well, it's an offensive title and you won't get it published and you certainly won't get it in Waterstones. So, guess what I did? I self-published it and I got it in fucking Waterstones, highest rated business book on Amazon. I've written 4 other books since then. Business naivety. Complete naivety. Nobody told me I couldn't do it, but they fucking did, but I didn't listen to them. And you've had it. Every single individual. Craig, come on. Magician, come on. Don't be daft. You know what I mean? Maybe at weekends or what have you, but full time. Show of hands, who's been told that they couldn't do something? Who's been told they couldn't do something and did it, and yet it's actually worked out? So you're going to get these people, often well-meaning people. Jamie, come on. You didn't run their business. Get on the tools, fella. Job for life. 6 years ago, I said I'm going to become a motivational speaker. Guess what I was told? I'm afraid you look a bit like a drug dealer, Brad. You're never really going to get booked either. And if I'd have believed those people, they'd have been absolutely right. But as again, I chose to turn down the volume, press the mute button, and turn up my internal voice. Now get booked by JCB, the NHS, the business show, Croz, right? All the big gigs. But you see what I'm saying? It's about that. It is about this. And the first person you've got to convince of your brilliance is you. If you don't believe in your products, if you don't believe in your business, if you don't believe in your services, guess what? You're going to get fucking no's every time you go to sell your products and services. So you've got to have that unwavering self-belief, even if it's misguided. Reverse up. For networking, misguided self-belief, no budget, £25,000 in debt. That was 25 grand in debt on daft cars and television that I no longer owned. It wasn't 25 grand to have an office and get a lease and all that. No, nothing. I started off with nothing. But the great thing is when you've got nothing, you've got nothing to lose. The great thing is that what we end up doing in our lives is we end up walking back on a cliff. Oh, I'll sort it tomorrow. And only when you've got nowhere else to go do you start working and your mortgage is going out in 3 days' time, I better change that invoice now. Fuck that. I always ask this question, why wait? I'm asking you that question now to write in your book. Why wait? Question mark. And actually write down a reason as to why you should wait to do that thing you want to do. And then we're going to explore those things. Jason, why wait?
No reason to wait.
Carl?
I've just written there's no reason.
I would say lack of time.
So tell
Lack
me.
of time for why wait? Just
So what is it that's taking your time up right now?
I've got a clue if it's
All right.
not the thing.
Yeah.
I've got a
But
clue.
you see, so straight away your default position is time.
Yeah.
That's not the case.
No.
That's not the case. Somewhere along the way, actually, what it is generally a thing behind the thing. You say
Yeah.
time, it's fuck all to do with time.
Yeah.
Probably self-belief, really,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you hide behind that. So your first answer, now I've got no degree in psychology, but what I know is the kidology that I told myself, and it was only when I actually started analysing this and go, yeah, I don't have time. You've got time. Whether you've got a belief to that's the bit that actually, so we need to turn the volume up in that belief. Craig, why wait?
No reason.
James?
So, because it's difficult or challenging.
Absolutely. So you either don't want it that much, or or you do. You make that decision. So accept it. If you can't be asked, right? Because that's what it's fucking about, really. You really can't be fucking asked. Or you've run out of ambition, or you've run out of ability. Which one do you reckon it is?
Probably ambition before ability.
Right. Good question. Write it down. Have I run out of ambition or ability? I just want you to keep going over that. Eric.
I got an annoying look, by the way, with the time thing, because that's my mantra. I don't have time. That's yeah.
Domestic. Eric, why wait?
Right now, no CMI. So I want to focus on what I want so that I know the route to
Do
it.
me a favour. What time does this session end today?
You're under there.
Is it 4 o'clock, something like that?
Half full.
Oh, you're full.
4, so 4 o'clock. So by the time you finish today, 4 o'clock, this goes back down to this, right? fucking no more cliff to walk back onto. Make a decision by 4 o'clock. Either get a clear CMI or accept that you ain't fucking bothering and sit on your ass, just doing pottering about. Like, I'm serious. Be really honest with yourself. I said before, the first person you've got to convince of your brilliance is you. The first person you've got to convince of your CMI is you. This is the thing. Give yourself a deadline today, 4 o'clock. So lock that in. Carla?
Lack of self-belief.
On
That's
it.
my major
Yeah,
issue.
I get that. And you know what? I get the same. Because I built my business up on that one. I used to walk into rooms of people and have to smile my way through. And then internally thinking, fucking hell, they're going to find me out. Still do that. Right?
It's that feeling like a fraud, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, every time I go out of a speaking gig, I'm expecting SO19 to say, get on the floor! Right? You know, and arrest me, you know, for getting paid for doing speaking. I swear, I'm waiting. I'm paranoid coming out thinking, where are the police? Every single entrepreneur I've ever spoke to, every single one goes through that. Even the top flight ones. So it's not just you. Once you realise that this is normal, imposter syndrome.
That's what made me
That's really
cancel my
interesting. That's
network
really
meetings.
interesting. That's like no, because that is the thing. We have this discussion quite a lot about playing it, having a business. Like if you ask, like you were talking about that a week about if you ask Carla what she does for a job, she says she does sales and marketing because she's not going to say anyone to run a business because they're going to go what?
So the first person you've got to convince of the business is you. So when I, Brad Burton, the author, first person that's ever said, can you sign a book for me? What, me? No, what you've got to do is you've got to go, yeah, sure. What's the name? Right? Play the fucking game. The first person you've got to convince of any of this shit is you. It's like, seriously, right? I've had 5 people come up to me and ask me my autograph in the street in the last 3 years. 5, right? And when they ask for it, what, you want me? Oh, not really. They don't want to see that. What they want is they want confidence that you do it every 5 days. So you've got to start believing your reality. I'm not waiting. Good. So there you go. Job sorted. Everyone's ready to go, Croz. So, okay, that's good, isn't it? Okay, relax. I don't watch Love Island at the moment. But the point I'm trying to make about all this thing is it's all a head game. I swear, right? It's this. And where we get all twisted is in business. Oh, it's all about our website and our web presence and our social media footprint and our PR and our fucking rubbish to do with that. If this falls over, you're finished. Right? You are finished. Forget your website, forget your hosting, forget all that shit. That is your biggest business tool. And what happens is as you start breaking through, this is the one that we stop using. We start buying things like websites, PR, merchandise, joking for sportsmen, right? But you see, we end up swapping it out. We end up swapping it out with stuff when actually your biggest business tool is you. Go back to when I started my business off. I had no resource. Do you know the story of the soup stone, the old Aesop's fable? Some guy turns up with a bowl of hot water and says, hello, yes, I've got a soup stone here. If you put your carrot in here, we'll have some soup. Hello, I've got some meat. And the next thing we've all got soup, we'll all contribute to. I started my business off with nothing. Minus 25 grand. Minus 25 grand. A wife that wanted me to get a proper job. Looking like a fucking drug dealer. What's your excuse? What's your excuse? Because up until that point at 31, my excuse was, I look like a drug dealer. My excuse was, I'm 25 grand in debt. My excuse was, my wife doesn't want me to do it. My wife wants me to go and get a proper job. My excuse was, the very same things that I stopped using as an excuse and I actually turned them into positives. So I wouldn't be much of a motivational business speaker if I didn't